All right, it's May 1st here in the garden. We can't put our tomato and pepper plants in yet, but in a raised row garden, one of the things we love about it is we can get ready. It's so important to put your tomato stakes, your pepper stakes in before you ever plant. Why? Because your foot traffic is going to go around those plants, and once you plant it, you can really do some damage and compress those roots, and it really does weaken the growth of those plants, especially early on. So we like to get all of our supports in and then plant our plants with a post hole digger. But one of the things we've done, we always used to use what we called a stake-a-cage. It was a homemade contraption of using a stake and some welded wire fencing that was loose, and we stapled it. And it worked great. In fact, it worked 5 or 6 years. Very low cost method. I think we had maybe $2 in each one. We find a local company that does surveyor stakes with a pencil point. These are hardwood, which makes it really nice. And we used to have 5-foot stakes and 4. Well, this year we're doing something a little different, and I think it's going to be really good. The hardest part with the stake-a-cage that we called in the old days was storing it. It was stapled to it. You had to take it down. You had to store it. It took up so much room. So this year we went with a little heavier duty fence panel. It's a cow panel. You can kind of look over here and see what a full-length one is. We just cut them down into sections, maybe I'd say 18 inches wide by about 4 foot long. And then instead of stapling them, we just zip tie them, and it's really, really easy to do. So the first thing we do, we just take our stake, and you can see we have quite a few of them in already. I'll show you how simple this process is. We take the stake, we put it in, we drive it in this raised row soil. It's so nice because it's so easy to put these stakes down and in. There we go. And it's as simple as putting this on, and we'll take this down. We tie one zip tie down here. We attach another one here, and that's it. And it's going to stay straight all season. I'll come over here and I'll show you where we attach these at. We just put them on right here, and then we put another one on down here. And as you can see, as you look over the garden, they look like radar screens. But our tomatoes are very easy now to tie up. They're very easy to access for harvesting. And at the end of the year, this is the best part for us now. These are going to last for 10 or 20 years. A cow panel, I think, is $20 for a 16-foot by 48. You can make quite a few out of it. You're still at $4 or $5, which is far and above what you can buy from the commercial stakes and cages that are just so weak. These are going to stay in all year. End of the year, we snip off the ties. These are separate. We can wash them down, put the stakes separately, and they store easy. It's a great way to save money and to have a great support for your tomatoes and peppers. So there's our little hint for today.